That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Something was
So, why do people think it's okay to eat ceviche?
because of the women.
Because the lime or the lemon cooks it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
It just does the outside of it.
Doesn't do anything.
Oh, really?
Makes it limey tasty.
Wow.
What about vinegar? Can
They're mild acids. They don't do enough. I mean, they're not going to do. Bacteria might not grow or stuff in them. And you're less concerned about bacteria even than you are about fish parasites. What?
Gross.
Huh?
That's so gross.
Because the fish parasites, they don't do anything to the fish parasites. They did a test. There was one of those monsters inside you show where a lady goes down to.
I've been watching that now since you told us about it. Ugh.
She goes down to, she lives in California, and she goes down to the harbor and gets some fresh fish from a fisherman, a local fisherman who just kind of came in. Let me see something here. And she made sushi out of it. Made sushi out of it. Well, later on, she started getting really bad gastrointestinal problems and everything else, and it turns out there was a fish parasite in the fish.
Ugh.
So this parasitologist went and she caught a whole bunch of those fish, and 65% of them or more had the parasite in them. So then she took the fish, the parasites, the fish put the parasites in them, and then cooked them like you normally would cook them. Cooked them maybe not quite as much as most people would. Froze them, and then put lime juice on them. Everything killed them but the
Lime
lime
juice.
juice. They just ate away at the lime juice. So,
So nasty.
in other words,
Don't eat it.
yeah. No, but the difference is, actually I want to go over this, pull these up real quick so I can deal with it. All fish in the U.S. has to be flash frozen as soon as they catch it on the boats. So they put it in there, they flash freeze it really cold, that kills everything. That kills all the parasites and everything. So you're fine as long as it's in the U.S. I can't guarantee any other country.
So if you were to go to
Japan.
what's it? Senior frogs in Vancouver.
Oh
You
yeah.
have to worry about that.
Roll dice, maybe.
Oh,
Actually, I don't know. I honestly, I don't know what the hell codes are in Mexico, so I don't know. I'd have to check. That's why I won't say anything, but I don't know. It may have the same thing.
Yeah, Senior Frogs probably, it's such a big corporation, they have protocols.
They might. Yeah, they might. Mexico may have the same standard. They may have the same thing. I just don't know their rules. I just know
I was
the
in Hawaii and we went spearfishing for maki,
Mm-hmm.
and right when we caught it, they scaled it and we ate that fresh, I mean like raw.
Oof.
And it was delicious, you know?
Good night.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
That's awesome, but gross.
Was it hard to do?
It's easy to eat.
What chapter is this?
All the
13, right? You do the virus chapter?
yeah,
And
13.
then
13, 14.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
house, nothing.
Yeah.
Next to the beach, there's
yeah, it may depend on the fish too, people. It may depend on, and that's something I also don't know. Some fish may not get those parasites. It may depend on the feeding and things. That could be another thing too.
bottom feeders.
A lot of feeders could have gotten a lot of, this one was caught pretty much in the harbor. So I don't know. You gotta be careful with that. But there was another one where there was a couple on a safari in Africa, and the husband was out with one of the guides, and they caught some catfish, and they were gonna take it home and take it back to camp and eat it. But when they got back, they'd already made dinner, so they decided to make sushi out of catfish. That alone just sounds gross. But they came out with a couple of nasty parasites too.
Yeah.
So, just freeze your fish. That's all you have to do. You'll be okay. Ugh, that just sounds nasty. So let's try some of these practice questions, and then we'll go over whatever you guys want to go over. So yeah, there's a neat little, there's a book, I don't think it's in press anymore. I should actually start assigning this class, because I don't think it's in press anymore, so it's kind of hard to do. But it's called, what's it called? I'll just try to find it, but it's just a short little book. It's got all these different articles, stories about parasites and everything, and why certain things evolve over time. Why do you think a lot of the religions, the major religions, frown away from pork and things like oysters?
Outbreak.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think they
People
probably?
die from it. Lots.
Well, I mean, they all say that they're evil animals, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All.
Because it caused
Those are the
disease.
symptoms, right? Like
More-
demonic. They say like the people start
Yep.
acting weird and
But who? Know which one?
that's the type of things it causes them to. It's because it's affecting the neurology.
The brain. Yeah. Yes.
So
There's
it
a lot
makes
of
them
work
look
with the
different.
trigomonas and
Yeah.
pork has got consist in the brain a lot. So that's what it probably came from. Is these people were smart enough to say, look, there's something in these animals. If you eat them, it's going to make you sick.
Yeah.
And
Or the
if you're
death.
starving, are you going to eat it anyway and take a chance? Of course you are. So the only way to keep them from doing that is to say what?
Cook it wrong.
They're
Well,
evil.
no,
That they're
it's to say
evil.
that it's God to bring it into the religious part. That's probably where those things all came from. Because if you look at all of them historically, most of them were ones that were make you sick.
Yeah.
Well, even like touching the dead too, and
Oh yeah, that could have been,
Yeah.
That's how Ebola spread.
Well, I know like that kind of ended for a while there because like I'm thinking like the 1800s, it was like a thing to take pictures of the dead. Like they would bring a mortician to like snap them open, like snap their backs so they're open, and they had like a brace, and they would take pictures of like dead people.
Oh yeah. So that was probably way older than that back when they had that thing.
It stopped for a while, but
And the problem is, I guess the problem, but the reason the Ebola spread so fast in those African countries is some of the burial rituals.
oh, that's
were
right.
to bathe the bodies and clean
Yeah.
the bodies before they buried them. Well, these things all died of hemorrhagic fever, which means they're what? Bleeding all over the place, and the virus is in the blood. And as soon as they cut down that practice and they stopped doing it, that's when the first one. That should have been in that movie you guys watched.
Yeah, we saw that.
yeah.
I remember that.
All right, let's go do the virus again. Remember, be a little bit. I'm not going to go into a bunch of detail on sort of bioreplication and things. So, how do viruses differ from prokaryotes and eukaryotes? We got your reviews on the last day too.
It caused diseases. There's a few organic molecules reproduce independently. They don't reproduce. Oh, I want to say
You got to read this one over a couple of times.
A.
Think about what a virus really is.
They cause
What do you guys
disease
think?
and
Somebody's gonna be able to
D.
treat the virus, huh?
D.
Delta?
Delta. Ah!
Okay. Do some parasites and some bacteria invade susceptible hosts? Yeah, they do for sure. Think about all viruses are really are what?
Protein
I'll
control.
take your protein.
Proteins, nucleic acids. That's really about it. That's all they are. So it's
Would you say they're alive?
Huh?
They're alive?
That's what they're saying. That's what some people, and even they can't make up their mind because the medical Michael Luke says yes, claims to the most primitive form of life. General biology book says yes. The general microbiology book for Brock says no. But so it just depends. They're still kind of arguing back and forth. I won't ask that test question. I won't ask you guys. I'll let you guys make up your own mind. Yeah.
It just seems like cell or viruses are manufactured. Like, how are they created? Because it's too complex for it to be.
What do you mean?
Like, how do viruses come about? How does this random strand of DNA get covered in a protein?
They may be one of the oldest forms of pre-life and actually things that kind of self-replicated, and then over time they adapted to have to take over things. They may have been very simple molecules that would self-replicate on their own. So it's kind of weird, yeah. Evolution is weird. I mean, it is. I mean, I know a lot of molecular biology stuff who are adamant that there's no other greater power out there, whatever you want to call it. And then after a while, when they start looking at things, they kind of start changing their minds. I know several people that are like that, and they're like, this just could not have happened randomly over even billions of years. So, again, that's all up to you guys to decide. I would never. But then my old boss is that way. He just staunch. He was talking about the other day. All of the following are true about viruses except easy. I don't like that new clock. Look at it. Look up real quick.
C is
B?
wrong. C is wrong because they can live outside of.
See? Good. Yeah, this one says all viruses lack functional organoids. A lot of people jump on this answer real quick, but that's actually true. They do lack it, right?
Yeah, but it's also stating they have organelles.
Yeah, they have an intracellular and an extracellular. The extracellular is what? The virion, the thing you think of as a virus. When it's intracellular, it's just what? What is the intracellular state of a virus?
Well, that's when it starts to replicate
Right, so what's in it?
DNA.
So it's just the nucleic acid most of the time,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, the phospholipid portion of the envelope comes from, so where do these guys get their envelope, if you're an envelope virus?
So membrane.
Host cell mitochondria, viral capsid genes?
It's from the membranes.
The host cell membrane, when they bud out, they pull part of that with them, right? And that aids in what? What does that help them do? What does that membrane let them do? Two things.
Protect.
Doesn't it let them like go into a different host because then they can't really detect it, so let's say cross to the membrane.
It lets it get through the membrane because those things like to fuse, membranes like to fuse with each other, right? So it's host recognition is part of it, and then the ability to fuse with the membrane and get inside more easily. What is the size range of virus particle?
Oh, it's the A. It's
I tell you, it's not B.
it's A.
And I wouldn't say A. 10 to 100 microns. I can see 100 microns almost with my naked eye. That's very small.
So there has to be C then.
No,
Why?
They're tiny. Remember how tiny they are? 10 to 500 nanometers. I mean, they have a huge range too of sizes, right? But remember, some of those bacteriophages and some of the other ones, they're the size of the ribosomes. I mean, that's how big they are. Some of them can be real tiny. What is it? I won't ask that. I'm not going to. I just want you guys to know they're submicroscopic. What is the name of the proteinase subunit that makes up the viral capsid?
What is the name of protein subunit that makes it? Peptoglycan is.
Really figuring this one out. It wouldn't just be polysaccharides, because polysaccharides is the what? The sugar, right? Is it going to be peptoglycan? No, that's bacterial cell wall, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking.
So it can't be either one of those.
Probably capsinogen.
Capsinogen or
Cap-
capsomere.
D. Capsinogen. D. Oh, but A sounds familiar. Oh,
Yeah, capsomere. That's the one. That's the one. That's the capsomere.
okay, hold on. Cap. So mirror.
what is capsinogen?
Capsinogen is a. I can't remember it right now. I'm thinking of. It's a protein that does something. I have to look at it. Yeah, it's a real one. I just can't think of what it does right now. The replication cycle that results in cell lysis near the end of the cycle without integration of the nucleic acids, the host genome is called. So this is what most things do. This is the main replicative cycle, especially bacteriophages.
Oh, that one's A.
So this is look what
Or
it says.
A or D.
Results in cell lysis near the end of the cycle.
Yeah, it's A or D.
Which one is it? Which one ends in cell lysis? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Lytic. Lysogeny is what? Aside from the fact it sounds dirty. Lysogeny is what?
Lytic.
What happens with lysogeny?
Okay, it takes a long time to kill them. It's making them, and it releases the virus like little by little instead of like blowing it up and letting it off.
Don't confuse latency in animal virus with lysogeny and bacterial virus.
Okay.
When the virus gets into the cell, it becomes kind of dormant and it becomes a prophage, and then the cell.
But what happens every time with the prophage in bacteriophages in lysogeny? So you got the bacteria, right? Here's its genome, and you have the bacteriophage. And it's gonna get inside, right? Usually more like a lambda-phage before it's actually a lytic. It gets inside and it injects its DNA in, right?
Oh, and
So now what's going to happen? If it's going to go through the lytic stage, what's going to happen?
lytic, it'll make a whole bunch of babies and pop it.
Pop it open. What happens if it doesn't? What if it goes through the lysogeny?
It'll continue to replicate its DNA.
But what does it always do? This is what I'm trying to stress on this. Always with bacteriophages and lysogeny.
Is this the one where yeah, it integrates into the DNA.
Always integrates into
Good
the
job.
DNA. Always integrates. Remember, latency, they don't always integrate. Some they just float around inside of the cell, right? In bacteriophages, they always integrate the prophage into the genome. All the following ways that viruses can cause human cancer except
Viruses can cure copies. Yeah. Can do
that would be pretty easy, guys, because what I'm looking at, it would have nothing to do with cancer.
that. See?
Which one?
See?
Anybody else? In the back? Anything? What do y'all think? What
Hey.
does the cytoplasmic membrane have anything to do with cancer? Period. Nothing. How are the bacteriophages able to find and attach to host cells?
They use their tail fibers and go forward. D?
D?
Delta? Yeah.
Or D here? Anyone else? Think about what viruses are, what they do, how they work.
Use their tail fibers to propel forward until they find a host cell and then. Oh, maybe. Well, because not all of them have capsids.
Which one? Which one?
B.
D?
B.
Delta? Yeah. Dog?
B.
No.
Hey, good job.
B, yeah. They
Random.
randomly collide. They're just basically chemicals, right? So they're going to randomly collide with the host cell, and the tail fiber is going to, if they interact with those receptors, they're going to what? They're going to grab them, they're going to interact, you're going to interact with the receptor, then it's going to bind. It's just randomly floating around.
Oh.
Remember, they can't move, they can't respond to their environment. How is the T4 virus able to penetrate the wall of E. coli?
Oh, yeah, that's what you're talking
All right, guys, how do they get in? How does they get in?
about. Oh, B.
What do y'all think?
B. Because it.
Could be or D.
Okay, can you, it's gonna be B.
Yes.
Why can't it be D? Can you fuse to a cell wall, really? No, you're gonna fuse with a membrane, right?
Yeah.
Cell wall is gonna be too, you can't fuse through that way, you have to penetrate it through somehow.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, how it's weird because they don't have muscles, but they're still able to drill.
Right, so they just change shape and the pressure, part of it's pressure and another part of it, they actually release lysozyme.
Lysozyme.
That is T4 to dissolve that cell wall. And then that whole drill thing goes in. The period of time required to complete the entire viral replication process from attachment to release is called what?
Generation time?
Oh,
Period of time required to complete the entire
Don't
replicator.
confuse it with bacteria.
Ugh. Process from attachment to release. Has to be C then.
Which one?
C?
What do y'all think? C?
What?
That's a go first.
That's
I don't think I'm gonna
dumb.
over that, so don't worry about it.
Okay, so that's
It's the
not,
time it takes from once it gets in to where it's gonna lyse the cell open.
that doesn't even sound like a scientific name.
Some nanoviruses bring dormant cells in a process known as
Latency. Similar.
latency.
Yeah. Latency
Yeah,
dormant.
latency in animal viruses. What's the following is true about animal viruses?
Have the same 5 basic steps. Animal viruses. Oh, maybe.
Boy, they run that answer for this one. Not gonna be C, right? I mean, B, right?
No.
Is it gonna be C?
No.
They gotta replicate somehow, that's the whole point, right?
Yeah. Is it B?
Basically the same step. They go through latency, it's the same thing, really. In that sense, they're pretty much the same thing, right? They attach, they get inside, they start making the components, then they assemble them, and then they lyse the cell.
So there's no difference at all.
Not really.
Oh, okay.
In general, I mean, you know, things like red. Now, what they do, one of those steps is a little bit different, but the steps are basically the same. Blank use reverse transcriptase to produce a DNA intermediary transcribed from positive sense RNA. Jeez.
Oh, that one. I remember.
Which one?
Reverse transcriptase to produce.
Retroviruses?
It's reverse
Good,
transcriptase.
remember that. I
Okay,
guarantee
wait.
they'll remember that.
Okay, wait. Retro.
That's what HIV is. Another class of virus is kind of a weird thing too. Alright, oh gee. Okay, criminal microbiology students investigate possible causes for Uncle Joe's pneumonia. One possibility is respiratory, I'm just kidding. RSV. Since this virus has a negative sense RNA genome, how will the messenger RNA be synthesized? So it's negative sense, that means it cannot be used directly as messenger RNA. Remember that.
Oh, that's the one where it either. So this virus has.
Can you give up on this one?
Wait. Oh, that's the one where it links to RNA.
Okay, can it be C?
No.
No, because it doesn't have a positive sense, right? So
Yeah.
it can't be that one. Okay? By direct gene activation, that doesn't even make sense. Okay?
I think yeah.
By
I think you're
RNA
right. D.
polymerase, but RNA polymerases, wait. RNA polymerases make, what do? So which one is it, B or D? Think back, guys, you should be able to work this one out, even if you're not 100% sure about it.
Yeah, because they make their own way to D.
D?
Yeah, they make their
Good.
own way to communicate.
Good. They make RNA dependent, they're called RDRTs or RDRPs. RNA dependent RNA polymerases, RDRPs, RNA dependent RNA transcriptase. Because what do RNA polymerases copy? What do they read? They read DNA, right? This you're having to do what? Make a positive sense messenger RNA.
Yeah, that's when they make the.
Envelope amyloviruses are often released from a process called, what have we just said? Just said it a few minutes ago.
Sense.
A, lysogeny.
Yeah,
B,
released. Yeah, lysogeny. A.
is it?
Yeah, when it pops it.
Hold on, everybody back up, everybody back up. Everybody back up. Put the brakes on. Let's go to your first.
D.
But it's
So it'd be
released.
lysogeny at all, anyway.
No.
That's just bacteriophages, right?
Oh, stupid bacteria.
Okay. What is persistence? That's like an infection, right? So I don't know what that would be. Latency is the act of what?
holding on to it.
staying in there for a long time and then not doing replicating. So what do you have left?
B. Have we ever talked about budding?
But again, I talked about what HIV does that. We even talked about how some viruses will stay inside of the cell and just turn the cell into a big virus factory and let us make little membrane.
Oh, that's right.
Wait, you said lysogeny is only bacteriophagy?
Lysogeny is just bacteriophages. Latency is animal viruses.
Okay, so budding.
Budding is that one other form. So the two ways you can get out of the cell is you can lyse the cell and dump everything out, or you could bud off and just kind of pop out.
Budding.
And that's what most of the envelope viruses do.
Does that affect the cell like size? Does it?
It's weird because there's some viruses that somehow can literally hijack these cells and just turn them into factories, and the cells don't die. Other ones, they end up chopping up the cell enough to where it dies. Like HIV, it buds out, right? But it still kills the T cell, right? It makes it non-functional. Which statement is true about the assembly and release of animal viruses?
No. Oh, this yeah. Most layers develop some cytoplasm.
So where does all this stuff take
I
place?
hate these questions.
Well, think about it. These aren't that bad. Think about where each one of these things happens.
Yeah. C.
It's either none of the above or all the above, or one of the other two.
C. Because DNA is in the nucleus and RNA is in the.
Okay, but you all understand why this happens this way.
Yeah.
If you're a DNA virus, where does all the mechanisms inside of a eukaryotic cell take place on DNA? In the nucleus, right?
Yeah.
Where does translation take place if you're messenger RNA?
Cytoplasm,
In the cytoplasm,
mitochondria, yeah.
right? So these places, depending on the type of virus, it goes where the cell has the proper machinery to do what it needs to do.
DNA.
Which of the following is not used to culture viruses? College students, is that fair? Oh, that should be easy, guys. Which one?
Which of the following is not used?
You can't culture this. It's
A?
Yeah.
Cannot culture
Hold on,
viruses.
everybody back
and
up.
culture
This
them.
one
Wait,
should be
wait.
really easy.
Oh. But they do use chicken.
Slip my wrist if you don't miss this one. What is it?
They're not used in
Huh?
but that's what you use in class.
Okay.
Oh, but tryptic, I don't
Oh,
know.
well, it's another.
It is C. Doesn't matter. I can put any auger on there I want. Do you grow viruses on auger plates? Does it matter what kind of auger it is? No, they have to grow in what? Cells. Well, that one has to be it. Man.
I can't.
What is a common, relatively inexpensive method for estimating viral numbers? This one we're going to try and do. I tell you right now, electron microscopy is not cheap. So you can pretty much get that one out real quick. Plant infection model or animal infection model? How would you enumerate the number of viruses in a model like that?
I would say D.
It's going to be the plaque assay. That's what we're going to try and do. Now, remember, I said the plaque assay for bacteriophages, like we're going to try and do, you put a lot of bacteria on here, then you put the phages on there, and everywhere you have a bacterial phage, you get those little holes. You remember that? You can do the same thing with the tissue culture plate. You can get a tissue culture plate, put whatever tissue is on that plate, and then add the human or animal viruses to it, and you get the same effect, where it kills the cells. So it's called a plaque assay, because the little holes are called plaques, all right? So just remember that. What is the best method to use when attempting to culture bacteriophages? Oh, we didn't go over this. That one. Just give me that one right there.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'll ask you about how to culture like
Okay.
that. That's more of a math thing. What type of cells are used in a continuous cell culture?
Chicken eggs. D. That's what they use a lot. What type of cells are used?
Continuous ones are going to keep growing, right? That means the cells have been immortalized, remember? That's what happens to cancer cells. Because your cells are gonna die after how many replications?
Oh, when you were telling us about that lady.
Telomeres and everything else. So any of these, almost all of the tissue stuff we use, unless you're really getting to the end of a project, are gonna be cancer cells. They're easy to grow, they're immortalized. How do scientists introduce virus particles inside a chicken egg? I don't think I should that. They just inject them right into there. Not to worry about that. What are viroids?
Polyhedroid. Oh, sensitive are infectious to plants.
I just want you guys to know what they were. I'm not gonna, didn't ask you to learn too much else about them.
Is it B?
Well, if it was D, would they even be around?
No. B. B is in boy.
Small polyhedral DNA viruses? Remember? They're small little circular little pieces of RNA. Remember I talked about them? They only infect plants. They're RNA. And remember I said, how do they get inside of the cells? Because they don't have receptors on them. They don't have ligands on them. They don't have cell quote coats. How would you get this inside of the cell? Bugs. Good. Insect vectors are the ones that put all these in there. When their little mouth parts penetrate through the cell wall, that's how they get through. Well, I just answered that question right there, didn't I?
Our voice are wait.
Kind of a weird question. I don't like the way that one's worded.
Capsules.
They like the capsid. Virus are, oh no, that. What is a prion, guys? I know we've gone over this one a couple times.
A primitive virus. Oh, I know. Single. B is like never the right answer.
Okay. Are they DNA or RNA? Prion.
DNA.
I'm not. Don't listen to me. What is a prion?
Protein.
It's a protein. It's a misfolded protein.
Oh,
What is the
that's
only thing up here that's a protein? Can't be this. Can't be that. Can't be a primitive virus. So what do we have right here? The proteinous means made out of protein. A misfolded protein. All right. How does disease-causing prions produce more disease-causing prions?
By touching.
Don't say one A, please. They don't need replication and division? No.
Isn't it C? Introduce mutations to
They introduce mutations?
Oh, no.
Change the shape. Change the shape.
Remember, they change the shape. Remember, they bump into them for whatever reason. They don't know why. It causes the normal protein to change and refold back into a prion. Not refold, fold into a prion.
What's transduction?
Transduction, and see, we missed that because I missed that one chapter. I need to go back over. Transduction, let me just go over it real quick because I need to cover it. So if you got a bacteriophage, right, and it infects the cell and starts making copies of itself, right? That's what they do. Every once in a while, when you do it accidentally, you can do this on purpose, but every once in a while, when they're assembling the virus, the bacteriophage, you're supposed to put the instructions to make more virus in there, right? Every once in a while, they'll stick a piece of the bacterial DNA in there. Okay, so now, these little viruses, I'm just going to draw the tops. Are all supposed to have the information to make new virus, right? Sometimes somebody's not paying attention. They put a little piece of the bacterial DNA in there instead. Now, the rest of the virus is still the same. So once this cell lyse is open, all these viruses, phages can go off and infect other bacteria. This one can still infect, right?
Right.
So it infects it, it injects the DNA, but does that have information to make more virus? No, it's got information from another bacteria. So that's transduction. It's a way to move, it's another form of horizontal gene transfer. You're taking bacteria, you're taking DNA from one virus and putting it from one bacteria, and putting it in another one. So, I'm going to go over those, because we need to go over those sometime. Who's the person who described periodicity as ages? Just take a guess.
A?
Could be D. Which of the following is an accepted argument for why virus should be considered living? Here you go, right.
Ugh. They can rapidly replicate in and intelligence.
No one considers viruses living. Nope. They can
possess
rapidly
genes.
replicate in and metabolize.
C?
Can they metabolize?
No. Viruses
They
are.
possess genomes with instructions for replicating themselves. They do. Viruses are responsive to their environment. Is that true?
C.
Good, we do that one. And that's the whole reason I kind of crammed it into the living thing. All right.
That was a good review.
Feel confident?
I don't, but I know which way to go.
Not one time,
Huh?
so.
We're not gonna use it anymore.
I do want to know that. All right, I want to look at this one.
Oh, that was chapter 13.
This is from that other book. Let's see what it says. We'll do a couple of these and it's almost time to go. Maybe we'll pick the rest of stuff around. Which one of the following is not true about normal microbiota?
Not true.
I just read a little paper where they're talking about the differences in the normal microbiota of babies born vaginally versus C-sections.
What?
Yep, and there's a difference in their initial. That makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm. A then?
Physical chemical tries to affect their growth, they're localized. They're present only for a relatively short time. What is not true?
Not.
Be careful that these guys love to put those
I
in there.
always do that.
E. coli synthesizing vitamin K and B in a large intestine would be an example of which type of symbiosis?
It's KMB liver.
What? Would it be antagonism?
Synthesizing vitamins, eating
Would it be
vitamins.
parasitism? Parasitic? Duh. Would it be parasitic?
Parasitism?
No.
Mutualism?
Would it be commensal or mutual?
Commensal.
Okay, do we need vitamin K and vitamin B?
Yes, we need it.
Yes, so it's gonna be mutualism, we're both benefiting from it.
Okay.
We're giving them a place to live, they're making vitamins for us that we can't make. Normal microbiota can benefit the host by preventing the overgrowth of organisms. This is called microbial. So now that
Benefit
you've
the
got a
host.
bunch of the good ones inside of you so they can outcompete the bad ones.
D?
So what is this called?
Be
Now you're not talking
mutualism.
about you and the bacteria, you're talking about the good bacteria and how it affects potentially harmful bacteria, right? Good, it's gonna be bacterial antagonism. In commensalism,
B.
what do y'all think? A, B, C, D?
Both benefit. A.
Both are unaffected.
Commensalism.
Are one benefits at the expense
People have a
of
hard time with these words. For some reason. I
Common.
don't know why.
it's either A or C. What?
Commensal, one benefits, the other one isn't harm. That's what most of the bacteria in us and on us are, right? They've got a place to live. They don't bother us, we don't bother them, okay? But they're not helping us out. Germ-free animals.
What the heck?
We didn't know this is something that would cover the end of the book. Why would that be?
Because they don't have an immune system.
Yeah, they have a stimulated immune system and everything else, so they're gonna be.
What type of animals would that be? Do you know?
You can buy what they call skid mice, and we use them a lot of immunology research. They have their immune systems are compromised, or you can get other ones that they make sure don't get any of the bacteria they need and everything else. You want to use them when you want to look at a specific thing. They're usually not real healthy. Diseases not transmitted from one host to another are called, so these are not transmitted from one host to another.
Non-communicable?
What do y'all think?
D.
Well, would it be communicable or contagious? Those are both transmitted from one person to another, right?
Yes.
So it's either nosocomial, and you know what that is, that's a what? Looks to be non-communicable disease. Let's give a couple more. A patient experiences pain and discomfort. These changes in the patient's body function are referred to as, now wait a second, buddy, slow down. Let's jump to it.
Symptoms?
So these feeling pain and discomfort, and go to the doctor, right?
Symptoms. It's something they feel, but you
Is it
can't
gonna be
see.
infection?
No.
Could be cancer, it could be gas, who knows? It could be a bunch of things, right? So is it a syndrome? So is it a sign or a symptom?
Symptom.
Good, why?
Because
You can't measure it.
Right, it's a person's subjective thing, like something hurts. Now, if you go to the endoscope on him and he's got a nice big peptic ulcer in there that's bleeding all over the place.
then it's a sign.
The bleeding would be a sign, right? Or blood in the stool, what would be? So this patient goes in and he also reports that he has black tarry stools.
Sign.
Would that be a sign or a symptom?
Sign.
That would be a sign, right? Because you can measure the blood in the stool, right? All right, guys, we'll see you all in the lab. Finish up the meeting.